The following are the standard accessories for the L7 buried sensor, including L7 host unit, sensing cable Type A, shielded cable. 2 cables are required for 1 channel, used to connect the sensing cable and the host. The default factory length is 5 meters. The actual on-site length can be customized based on specific needs. Cable coupler, used for connecting cable segments in case of a break. Length 15 centimeters. Terminal load, calculated based on channels. 2 loads are needed for 1 channel, used at the channel ends. If only channel 1 is used on site, then 1 load must be connected to the machine's TX2, while RX2 remains unconnected. Cable connector, N-type female, calculated based on connectors. Normally, 1 channel with 2 cables, head and tail, requires 4 connectors. Additional connectors are needed for intermediate connection points. 2 extra connectors are required per breakpoint. The cable spacing should be adjusted according to soil conditions. In ordinary soil, the spacing is recommended to be maintained between 80 to 100 centimeters, based on the marked protection range on site. Pre-mark the excavation line for burial using lime powder, and ensure the spacing between the 2 cables remains consistent. Note: the turning angle should be greater than 90 degrees. During buried installation, the recommended excavation depth is about 10 to 15 centimeters. Buried cables must be routed through conduits for fixation. The use of 32mm PE pipe is recommended to reduce the impact of cable movement on the signal. During installation, try to avoid metal subjects, such as manhole covers and reinforcement bars, to ensure detection effectiveness. Create connectors and platform waterproofing at the head, tail, and connection points of the sensing cable. Select a section of the sensing cable with longer spacing for connector assembly. Use a utility knife for the circumferential cut. Starting from the cut point, slice upwards. Use diagonal cutters or needle nose pliers to strip off the outer jacket. Use a utility knife to trim for connector fitting. Unscrew the connector. Pull out the connector components. Thread connector component 1 onto the cable. Thread connector component 2 onto the cable. Use a utility knife to circumferentially cut the insulation layer. Remove the insulation layer. Perform chamfering with diagonal cutters. Use diagonal cutters to trim the inner conductor to about 8 to 9 millimeters. Connect connector component 3 to the cable. Rotate to secure. Use a wrench to tighten securely. Below are sensing cable and shielded cable. Connect the sensing cable to the shielded cable. Use a wrench to secure the connection. Connect the shielded cable to the host unit. The following is the material list required for waterproofing. At the end of the channel, install the load. Tighten with a wrench. Place the connector inside the waterproof box. Place the relevant components inside in sequence. Close the waterproof box base, completely covering the cable connector, and secure by tightening the screws. Pour a sealant into the waterproof box. Place the processed connector into the soil and cover it. Use shielded cables to connect to the host unit's sensing cable interfaces.
Device connection host default IP 192.168.9.150. After the host is powered on, use a browser. Google Chrome is recommended. To access the host IP address, enter the login interface and log in with different users. Default administrator username, admin. Default administrator password, 123456. Initialization wizard. When the device is powered on for the first time, please contact technical personnel to enable the PA power supply from the back end. Service hotline 0215109976. Configure the system according to the initialization wizard. If you need to modify the initialization parameters, you can re-initialize via the menu bar System Configuration Initialization Wizard. Observe the echo characteristic signals. Data is generally between 10000 to 5000. Then the test signal is relatively stable. If the value is too low, you can appropriately adjust the output amplitude maximum 6000. Or adjust the cable spacing appropriately based on actual conditions. Channel initialization requires 2 commissioning personnel. Technician A is at the perimeter site, while Technician B operates the host interface. After Technician B clicks the Calibrate button, Technician A stands and moves at the middle position of the starting cable of the perimeter, 3 meters behind the joint between the shielded cable and the sensing cable. Debugger B clicks the Get button next to Start Point. Automatically set the perimeter starting position. Debugger A walks along the sensing cable. From the perimeter starting position, walk normally to the endpoint. The device will automatically generate a calibration threshold line. When Debugger A reaches the endpoint position, Debugger B clicks the Get button next to Endpoint to automatically set the perimeter endpoint. Debugger B operates the host interface and clicks Calibration End to save the calibration line. At this point, the graph will display the perimeter start point, endpoint, real-time waveform, and calibration threshold. Click the Next button to save and proceed to the next step. Repeat the above operations if re-initialization is required. Click the Skip button to bypass this step. Mask certain areas of the channel. Double-click the left mouse button in the graph to change the cursor to plus and begin adding a masked area. Click and drag the left mouse button to select the masked area. Double-click the left mouse button again at the end position of the masked area. A dialog box pops up to save the masked area. Double-click on an existing masked area to pop up a dialog box for deleting the masked area. Click the Next button to save and proceed to the next step. Click the Skip button if this step is not required. Zone division. For example, to evenly distribute zone lengths, you can add entries in the zone quantity list and click to generate the zone list to automatically create zones. In the zone list, double-click the zone name or start or end positions to modify them. If color-coded error prompts appear, click the Next button to save and proceed to the next step. Click the Skip button if this step is not required. Map configuration. Click the Add Image button to add an electronic map image. Images support JPG and PNG formats. Select the channel to be drawn. Select a location on the EMAP image to draw the map lines. Click the Clear button to clear the electronic map lines. Click the Modify Map button to modify the electronic map image. Click the Skip button if this step is not required. Modify local IP address. Click the Finish button to save and jump to the newly modified IP address. External device and linkage output configuration with lighting control and electronic map modules. Click the Add button and select network RS485 for registration. Basic configuration. Configure local IP address. Select Upload platform not required for SAM 300. Date and time settings. Alarm parameter configuration. Adjust the alarm interval according to on-site requirements. Typically set to 1-2 seconds. Threshold configuration. Based on the output data status under static conditions, adjust the lower threshold limit for the corresponding area. The lower threshold limit is set based on the threshold calibration line ratio. Click Calculate first, then Save to apply the changes. Map operations. Enable alarm pop-up, triggers pop-up notifications when alarms occur. Alarm list displays records generated since web login. View all alarm information in the alarm list. Clear alarm button, manually clear alarms. Map interface supports arming or disarming of individual or all zones. Upgrade and maintenance. Perform system reboot, backup data, restore data, factory reset, and other operations. Or import upgrade files to update the system. Personnel alarm test. Personnel passing through the detection area triggers a back-end alarm.